what up, folks? OU Sun Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia, up here with the guy.
Sincere 7, Team Leo.
In the building. Make sure you share this with 5 people ASAP, whether you want to replay or wherever. Sincere 7, the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, and took over the Ginger Room. Bong bong. How you feel about taking over the Ginger Room? How's it feel to be in the Ginger Room first? Let's get into that. Let's get into that first.
Oh man.
Let's get into that.
It feels. It feels to be in the Ginger Room, like flat out. Like I didn't heard so much about it. And for us, knowing each other for so long and throwing things back and forth, for me to never have been in here, it was like, oh yeah, to even have slept here overnight and still hadn't been, wait, you still like, and then to walk in and be like, oh, wait a minute, nah, this didn't just happen. Man, it's an honor, man. It's an honor, man. I feel like I'm at home though. You feel me? Yeah, don't say that. Yeah, this is epic right here. All I know is I was like, I think this is the first place that I've ever been at that I'm like, oh yeah, I got to take a trip here. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Baba Kalinde's, in front of the Palantir. Right, when I walked in here, I knew, because I do all my tripping at my own place, but what? Yeah, I got to throw down about like 7 to 10 grams in here before I go home. Got to, just give me a minute. I'll be back out for real. Oh, man. What? Oh, man.
He knows to be in Atlanta doing some snake venom.
I'll be here on mushrooms, y'all. Y'all gonna have to wait for me. Yeah, I had to wait a minute. I'm here and get to you. Oh man, it's beautiful in here. If y'all have not experienced this, it's not a rumor. It's not a rumor. It's real. It's real. It's real. I ain't even finna go into like what it is and how it do and I ain't even finna. I said enough already.
Because he peeped something that hadn't even been brought up, to this point. So I was just like, okay. So it's an interpretation. I look at it like it's a work of art. Everybody has contributed. And I wouldn't be where I was at if it wouldn't be for him helping me make me the mycologist that I am. So he shouts out, to the guy for helping me with what he's done on the path for myself. If you have not shared this with 5 people, please go ahead and pop that off. We're about to, that's the cost of admission. We want to talk about integrating with snake venom. And we're just going to lead into it by, we had made some videos last week. Then we messed around and did something called the condor approach. But we already had a plan to do this. And I had a preview of the condor, and then we ambushed Sincere with the condor approach. You know what I'm saying? So how'd you feel about getting ambushed with this 5 days of integration training?
Oh man, in the military, when you get ambushed and it change your life, there's nothing good about that. You know what I'm saying? So to get ambushed and to have my life changed in a positive manner, we're gonna have to come up with a new term. Let me think. Post. What would be when a good thing happens? What is that called?
Beneficial.
Post beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Stress syndrome or something. No, stressors can be good though. I think there's good stressors and bad stressors.
Yes.
So this was a good stressor that was so powerful that it's going to affect me past this day through my life.
Lexi, just like look in the kitchen and get 2 of those bars that go in and out on the island for real fast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was just saying, just like PTSD affects people long term after the traumas. Until they learn how to deal with it or integrate it. This is the same thing, but it's just in a positive manner. And I still got to learn to deal with it and integrate it.
You're going to have to deal with it and integrate it.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I'm set.
Oh, thank you.
My bad. So most of the time, you might see kids and stuff out here grabbing stuff, toys like this, but as soon as I really started understanding like how we were using this in the example, this takes me right back to that example, the logic ceiling, right? Why does snake venom matter? You know what I'm saying? Because when you expand your logic ceiling, when you expand, you can get more done. But when you all like this right here, not much can get in. What did you, when we did this example right here, what was this for you? I see you over there breathing. I can hear you breathing. He was sitting over here like.
Because I was trying to get it in and it was like, it was not expanded. I couldn't fit it in there. I could put that in there now. Put the whole arm in there.
Right. But how did you feel, what did you think about the example when we was using this in class last week? Or how do you look at snake venom expanding people's, states?
What?
How do you feel about, look, he's in a meditative state already. He was already just like, huh?
Nah, you just be putting so many things together, and it's like you be expecting other people to, you got that mastermind. So when you put one thing with another,
a person comes to you, they look like this. They get some snake venom, they start to open up. The hood starts to open up. Their personality starts to open up. I want to know, like, after that thing starts opening up, how do they integrate that snake into their life? What kind of states do people come to you with before they do snake venom? What kind of states, what kind of dis-ease, somebody coming to you and say, I got tension in my chest, I got anxiety, I got, stuff like that. That's this. That's me coming to you saying I'm like this.
Oh man! So one of my favorite ones to speak about is women who have problems protecting their borders, women who have problems standing and utilizing their throat chakras.
This her right here, then?
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
Closed off. She don't know how to say stop, no, don't,
she
back
ain't
off,
here.
Leave me alone. Nah, she not there. She closed off. You know what I'm saying? We got to hit her with some of that monoclade cobra or some of that western diamondback rattlesnake venom, and once she absorb it, she gonna be like, here. He gonna be like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I was just saying, listen, I ain't gonna tell you again, get your hands off of me. She gonna do that. She was before like, oh no, I don't really want to talk. All right, like she might even agree to talk just so you'll sit down and take your hand off her shoulder. That type of thing. Y'all know how ladies, I done seen plenty of posts where y'all say that y'all just give in because y'all get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody keep pressing, somebody keep pursuing, and you just kind of be like, all right. Yeah, no, those are borders and they need to be protected. You need to have your, how you said, what is it when it's open?
Your logic ceiling is wide.
You need to have your logic ceiling opened up.
And see, even when your throat is opened up, like, and she can speak, all these other things are open at the same time, like your heart. Because if you try to constrict one thing on you, the whole thing constricts. Like, I can't just make just this section right here get tight. This section right here makes the whole thing, they all go together.
And I remember one of the young ladies said, she said, we create through contractions. Babies are born through contractions. Your heart beats as a contraction. So that logic ceiling open up. You know what I'm saying? When you get that venom, and now you're protecting your borders, and you told him get your hands off of him, and he did, and he apologized, and he backed off, and you noticed that brought about a positive situation. So now you're seeing that you opening your throat chakra, as they say, and speaking up for yourself brought together a positive experience for you. So as that opened up, now you can bring that positive experience back down and solidify that within yourself. See, now you're bringing yourself new habits. Now you're bringing yourself new ways of thinking and operating. Is that what you mean by that when you say,
shoot,
how do they integrate
I
with
just
this
learned.
thing?
I just learned from you.
Okay.
I just learned from you.
Well, no, you the one trying to put it into the aspects of the, you know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm saying, did that explain how the logic ceiling and the snake venoms work together in the example? That's what I was trying to ask.
Yeah, you went another direction I wasn't even prepared for. I was talking about, but yes.
Maybe some physical diseases as opposed to mental?
I'm talking about, like, we got after you get your snake venom and you start expanding, you need your 7-day journal. Okay. So I was saying, look at the questions that's in the journal. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you sleep last night? Integrating the venom ceremony into your physical life, like afterwards. Remember the questions was like, what kind of goals did you want to get accomplished? How you know, like, yeah, you might tell somebody to take your hand off, but you also may have your awareness to the point where you're not even in an environment like that where somebody is approaching you like that. But writing that down in a journal, that's the part of the integration piece that was
Okay, so that's what I mean when I say you're asking me to explain something that you need to be explained. I can explain the Venoms.
No.
I can't explain that. Well, I'm not gonna say I can't, but you seem to have a more ideological idea of what you're saying when you're saying how to. And you my master coach. You tell me how to integrate them with that like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't explain that the way you did.
We've been integrating because you got mad gates. So what did you do on day 4, 5, and 6 after you got these gates? Because that was integration. What state were you in after you got on day 4? What state were you in on day 1 when you got the first 6 or the first 9, and then what state were you in on gate 4? Now they all in there. You see what I'm saying? So a person, if they had the integration book, they're gonna have 7 days to watch themselves. The observation piece was the most for me, because the second day when it started creeping through my chest, I was like, "Tell us what's going on. Why is I feeling this tightness in my chest?" But it made me more aware of my body. That's what I was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like that too. Even though I don't have a problem with somebody putting their hands on me, I was more aware of the things that was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, in your experience, how have you watched people without the writing? You know what I'm saying? After people, what are some of the stories or things that you've seen in serving people snake medicine?
Ask me the question again from the beginning.
After you have served people snake venom in the pad and they came back like days later, what type of things have you heard? You know what I'm saying? Like, how'd you know the lady told somebody to get off of her? Did she come back and tell you?
Yes.
Right. So that's one way she was integrating. Can you give me some more examples? Because that was an example of integration. It was.
Well, when I gave you the example, you said that's not what I'm talking about.
No.
That's
the one that is the one.
You're triggering me. You're triggering me, brother. You're triggering me. You're trying to lead me to explain something in a way that you want it to be explained.
I used the wrong words.
Okay.
Because you did answer the question.
Okay.
But then when I came back and was saying, not that I meant, that ain't what I meant. I did a bad job on the question. I asked another question. So
let's start over.
This what happens with the coffee and kush when you do it at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Sincere 7 is here in Atlanta. All week we doing snake venoms, and you doing any rape?
Yes, we doing rape.
Cambo?
Yes, we got Cambo.
What else you doing?
We got Sanaga.
You doing some Sanaga?
We doing some Sanaga.
Yeah. Can they come get Sanaga just get Sanaga? Interesting question.
I mean,
can they come just get Cambo?
Yes.
Can they come just get some rape?
Yes.
Can they come get some, what if they did something else and needed to sit down and like have a conversation with Sincere and get a state assessment? Can they get that? Maybe not yet.
I'm not sure about that. You know what I mean? I do want to be focused on the people who come in for ceremonies to receive medicines and receive plant teachers and animal teachers.
What was that line in the book you showed me on the airplane last night? That last sentence. I said, I wish you had a pen to underline it.
I remember. I'm trying to.
So he's studying some code. We got 33,000 feet. This joke on the other side of the aisle. He talking about, yo. Look at this right here. He was doing this last night on the plane. He ain't have the ball. I'm telling him snitching. He was in there studying this big old thick Venom book like this right here. But he seen something in there so fly. It was the first sentence I read in the whole book. He probably on page like 447 on the left column, way down in the book. But anyway, it's in his subconscious, way better than mine, because he was in there on it. Why do you be on your studies like that with the book, man? You already served a lot of people. Why you still reading the Venom book?
Because I served a lot of people.
Yeah, you supposed to be straight already at this point.
No, that means I need to be studying more. The more people I work with, the more things I need to learn. And Anything ain't growing is dead. Ain't that what they say? You know what I'm saying? So if I'm serving this, if I didn't serve 100 people and I got the same knowledge as when I served 10 people,
oh man,
yeah, I might not need to serve no more people. You know what I'm saying?
What about if I got limitations around money? What you think would be the best Venom for me? If I got limited beliefs about how I could receive money in my life, what would you?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What chakra would you say is linked to your money?
The training. He's so foul. Okay. Let me see. I wasn't ready for
You know, I would throw that like that.
What chakra
Right.
is linked to my money?
Hmm.
So it's not my crown. It's not my ajna. It's not my throat. It's not my heart. It's not my solar plexus. It's the root.
It's the root.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, then we talking about your creativity. Yeah, your money, your creativity, your root chakra, your creativity.
Survival.
Right. So with that being said,
so
Bushmaster, because the libido booster. See, for the men. Okay. And for the women, what was that? Is it I think, I gotta look at the chart, but I think it's the water moccasin. It's good for the female libido or the women's libido, or however you say that.
So are you saying that people's restrictions around receiving money is attached to their libido because I told you what chakra it was in? That's what I just think I just witnessed.
Yeah, basically, like, you know, we're dealing with your creation, you know, and money and formulating and making money is a form of creation. It's a form of energy. So your sexual habits, your sexual and your even talking about the root chakra, not even just sexual, but your diet and how you release. If you constipated, you hold on to things. You can't even get what's not serving you out good enough so that what is serving you, it can be absorbed enough. So sometimes it's not even your sexual energy. Sometimes it's your energy to be able to release, because you don't just release sexually, you also release, you know what I'm saying, in defecation and urination. So if these things are blocked or if these things are unhealthy, they can also throw off your money. You understand?
Tight root chakra.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I would come from that aspect.
Dang, that was good. So I was already getting Bushmaster.
And for those of y'all who get money, but you just don't manage it well, monoclinic cobra. You know what I'm saying? You need them neurotoxins. You need to rewire the brain. You know what I'm saying? With them, and then I hit it with the scholar seed. You know what I'm saying? Get them focused. Switch it up with the microdose every other day. Bang, bang. See what I mean?
So scholar seeds post integration with the cobra is a good thing to go on?
We talking about all mental, all neurotoxins. You see? You know the scholar seed, it's already getting your clarity, getting your focus, getting your ability to not focus on just one thing, tunnel vision, but be able to focus on 5, 6 different things all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to retain the information, to recall it when you need to put it back out there. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. So, you know, going in and dealing with the neuro pathways, you know, clearing them, and then allowing them to regenerate. And the lion's mane. I'll also give you the lion's mane after that. I'll take that for 2 weeks. So now you're dealing with the continued regeneration of the brain.
Because I did see you bring a nice pack of supplements with
Oh
you
man, I got some things
as
for
well.
people.
When they leave, they're not gonna leave here just.
Nah.
You're not just getting one thing now.
Oh no, they got some things.
Be really clear.
We
on
diving in. Yeah, be open to talk with me. Be open to share with me. Be open to tell me about what's going on in your life. How you sleeping? Are you dreaming or not? You know what I'm saying? What's your libido about? You know, what's your mental clarity about? How is your relationship with your people? How is your communication? You know what I mean? You got to share these things. Be open, because then I can give you the different modalities that will help you to what? Take these things, to bring those diseasements back into an ease state.
The best thing to do is just text the word Venom or hashtag Venom to 404-999-4251. Or you can just DM me Venom and then I'll give you some information. You can see the flyer right after this video, and then you're going to see the flyer for this event, or you can DM 7 immediately. So if you're already following Sincere 7 on his page, this is the late night edition of Cushion Coffee. We got to get some Kush up out of here and stuff.
Cushion Coffee tea edition.
Ooh.
And no, we ain't drinking pad tea. We was drinking oolong tea. Oh man, man, don't even get me started. Ooh. Yeah, so we had the tea time with the oolong. Yeah, it was an honor. It was an honor.
We're gonna be sipping all week. So come through the Gin Room. We in Atlanta, Georgia. The Psychonaut Academy of Detroit is down here and took over the Gin Room. Has full authority, full runs. We're good to go. We got some more healing. We love having big time healers come through. So anything can happen this week. So we'd like for you to stay alert. It does take 3 days for you to get your ceremony. Yes. So that's why you have to put down your deposit and make sure you're paid before you get here. So do not wait. You can't just come one day.
What does he mean when he says it takes 3 days? He means that you show up tomorrow or whatever day you start. You show up that day, you receive venoms. You go home or wherever you go. You come back the next day and receive more venoms. You go wherever you go again, maybe somewhere different that night. Okay, player. And then you come back the third day and receive venoms again. And that third day, that creates what we would call a full administration, okay?
And Saturday is the last day. So you have to come by Thursday. So you must come Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. It just have to be 3 days before, Saturday. So you can come Tuesday and then come Thursday and then come Saturday if you want. You can skip every other day, but you want to get 3 days full for your full one.
God, thank you.
Yeah.
You could just switch it up as long as you get all three before.
Yeah.
He's leaving Saturday.
I'm leaving Saturday.
That's that. Okay. So that's it, man. Hit him up on the inbox.
3 o'clock to 9 o'clock is ceremony time.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You can send your deposit to secure you a seat. You will get the address after you sent the full payment. Okay? Once the final payment is sent, then the address is sent. Pull up 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. If you want a private ceremony, let me know that. Otherwise, come hang out with the village and I'll just be like, all right, you was here, you ready, you next. So I'll be here, I'll be teaching about the venoms, about the Cambo, about the Rape, the Sananga, and even maybe other things that are not even here, but if there's other questions that you have around other plant teachers, I'll be open. So, small little community village gathering. So if you want to come and, however, if you're not doing any medicine work, you can't come, right? You have to be doing something.
You gotta talk to him anyway. All that's gonna be assessed when you talk to him. You gotta talk to him before you even can put a deposit down. So y'all work that out. That's why.
There you go. Don't just pop up with people talk about, I'm getting venoms, my 4 friends with me. Why? That's what we trying to say. So, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's coming and they're interested, they want to do, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to just do some rape or something, but it's not a show and tell.
Yeah. They can
bring a friend?
They can bring a friend, but not into the ceremony. But if they want to come, to chill at the
Got you. Okay, all right. Well, there we go. Because like I said, y'all, I'm trying to make sure that I'm being respectful.
Yeah. I thought you meant like...
Because at the pad, I'll be like, hey, bring what you want. We over here.
So you said, I didn't understand your joint. I thought that you meant if they had never done anything, they can't come.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. No, not at all.
Right. Yeah, so now you got it clear.
Got you.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Yes. Indeed. So that's cool. If you have never done nothing, that's why they got to talk to you first. Mm-hmm. So why is he asking me? Did you talk to them?
Got you.
Yeah. But yeah, if you got a friend that wants to come over, see Sincere, see OE's son, you know what I'm saying? It's a rare opportunity, you know, get this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and we have fun in Detroit when I come to the pad, and now we in the A. So, you know, just introduce them to some good vibes. Bring the man some macaroni and cheese and some peach cobbler while you're down here. I just put a fresh watermelon in the refrigerator, so that's what we doing in the morning.
Man, that's my love language. I love to eat. I love to eat. Don't bring me no pork.
He ain't even had the potato yet.
Man.
This baked potato with this blackened salmon.
Ooh, what's on it?
And the curry.
You had me at blackened salmon. You had me at blackened salmon.
I'm putting the curry veggies on there.
No stuffed crab on top of there. Wait, okay, we're going too far. Don't worry about it.
You eat pecans, don't you?
Like a pecan pie?
No, like yeah. If you eat pecan pie, you eat this other pecan too.
Oh, okay. So
They got a sweet potato with cinnamon and marshmallows, and then they got
lost me on marshmallows
sprinkled. Oh, you can tell not to put that on there.
Okay, cool. I take all the rest of that though. Yeah. I like to eat, y'all. Let's get the diets right.
You see the tars.
Agave.
Yeah.
With some agave on top of it.
Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah. So look, y'all pull up tomorrow. After y'all talk to Sincere, we're gonna be here all week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3 to 9 o'clock. Don't wait till 9. I don't know.
Why you say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? What about Friday,
Tuesday,
Saturday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, all them days.
Right. But Saturday is the last day, so like if you just saying I'm only gonna come get some Sananga on Saturday, then just let him know, because you don't need to come 3 times. If you just saying I just want to get some rape on Friday, then slide through. Your eyes can see that, because that's a little far away from me right now.
Yeah, my daughter told me there's vegan marshmallows out. Yeah, but they probably got it at the restaurant, baby.
Instacart.
No, I'm saying wherever you was talking about they had that food, they probably don't, they use real marshmallows.
Surely do.
Yeah,
Surely
that's all I'm
do
saying.
here in the South.
When in doubt, be without.
He's already had sticker shocker, so he knows down that things, he's not in Detroit.
Things is different.
Yeah. So, thank y'all for coming out.
No, this is the vegan capital.
Okay.
His sticker shock was not with the vegan though. You know what I'm saying? It was the points out there.
Man.
The points.
Man.
The jokers just.
I got respect for y'all out here.
You heard what Jay-Z said? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Biggie said, dimes went for 20s down south.
Yeah, buddy. You know, I'm more of a Wu-Tang. What he say? Hey, he said dime bags look like ravioli. That was Cameron. Like, he said it looked like raviolis. You know what I'm saying? Them boys is fat. They feel. Yeah, nah, man. Come on, show me some love, y'all.
Yes, and if it's some cannabis advocates, for certain, reach out to your boy. I'm sure there's some presents you'd like to come over and bless the medicine man with some presents out of your personal stash. There'll be nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely learning to receive more.
I am.
And like build some boon up. You could build some boon up by coming and saying, yo, we want to make an offering, you know what I'm saying, to the traveling medicine man. So I know I'm getting plenty boon, you know, just like he do for housing me when I come up there. I think he bought a whole bed sheet set one time when I was coming up.
I bought a whole bed. What you mean? I bought the bed.
Oh.
Hey, I went and got a whole bed. Yeah. He said,
There it is. You was definitely in mind when I was setting that room up. I gotta make sure he comfortable.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm saying.
up.
Was you
Yeah.
comfortable last night?
Oh man, yeah. I ain't never had beds that adjust. Like I ain't even sick. I ain't even old. Okay. Yeah. That was different. I never did that before. I've been getting spoiled since I'm talking about infinity pools and jacuzzis and beds that move. We going to the office. He talking about the table stand up with him. I said, come on now, why the table getting up? Why the table getting up? Y'all treat me too good. You're spoiling me, man. I go home, I got a laptop on the old dusty desk. Like, nope, not no more. All this got to go out. Like, I need my table to stand up with me like choir about to sing.
Are you at the fork in the road of life where you know you require specific strategies that will uncover what's next? You've done some spiritual work, but still can't quite figure out how to apply those principles practically in your life. Ready to emerge from the shadows of inconsistency, confusion, and stagnation, and baby, head into the doors of clarity, prosperity, and everlasting peace. Well, listen to the vibrational frequencies of my voice and feel its healing powers. I am Mayet Ib, and honey, I've been where you are. At Internal Growth and Wellness, we create a personalized path for healing, restoration, and individualized evolution. So head on over to www.intgw.com and let's get started on your personalized plan today.
I love it.
See what happens when you sit in the money, power, respect corner.
Man,
You know,
man.
you get your
Man,
imagination
some
moving.
moves out going, baby.
That's all. We're just expanding logic ceilings. Y'all are witnessing in the container where this is all we really want to do. And we don't even want to go all the way back down. We just want to vibrate out like this right here. That's what we're really in the business of. No matter what we do. If you want to sip some wine, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that you're expanding. You know, if you're getting some protection, some cosmic protection oils from OE Sun or a t-shirt or something like that, we just want you to expand, man. We just, like the community, y'all, everybody's too tight. This right here, this is a lose-lose situation right here.
Open up your hearts, open up your minds, open up your souls, open up your eyes.
You've been practicing being closed and being defensive for
Open up your pockets.
so long. Right. You can't receive neither with closed pockets. That's for real. That's facts.
That's right.
That's facts. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? Like, especially around the money issues. That's why I asked you about the first question. Like, because I had never asked that and I had never heard you speak on it. What is the joint if I got money issues? Because there's a lot of entrepreneurs in Atlanta that's got issues around imposter syndrome. Where I think I can't make it. What do you got for imposter syndrome? You see what I'm saying? That's one to sit with. Go back into the book. Where does imposter syndrome come from? That's what I like about people who I do medicines with. They be already researching. So I can ask him a question and he's not going to say, I don't know. He's going to say, I'll get back to you. And then he's going to go find out like, okay, what's imposter syndrome attached to? What chakra is that? Bam. Oh, you're going to need...
Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Yeah. Yeah. You know, going back to that protective and protected, the cobra has the hood. It's a shield, right? So it's protected. You're protected. You feel protected. Your children feel protected. But if they're a shield, then the rattlesnake is a sword. So it gives you the feeling of protective. Now I'm going to be more protective over myself, over my family. See, over all things. So that gives you that energy. So you was asking, what was it? You said, because it was something you asked, and that took me into, that was the answer. But what was the question? What does a person need if they have
imposter syndrome?
Oh yeah. And why was that? What was it? Because you said something before that made me link that with that.
Because there was they have issues around money, but they are like afraid of success.
Ah, there we go. That's right. So going back to that protective, it's a sword. So you'll go into action more. You know what I'm saying? You have more confidence. See? Yeah.
So in Atlanta, so Silicon Valley is on the left, Austin is in the middle, Atlanta's on the right for the tech. What kind of venom would you use for somebody in Atlanta who was in the tech industry?
King Cobra, easy.
Blockchain developer,
Easy. King Cobra.
program director.
Easy, King Cobra.
You ain't changing? I said 45. Why?
Because all of these things are specialties, right?
Yes.
They had to study to get there, right? They had to learn stuff, right?
Yes.
The King Cobra is the most intelligent snake in the kingdom. Keep in mind when
so attorneys, lawyers need lawyers.
Oh, King Cobra. Yeah. And it also has pain relieving properties because you got to think people who usually go hard like that, they be having neck pain and aches and all
but
that.
what if they stressed? Can the King Cobra
That's
help
what I'm
with
saying.
stress?
That's well, again, going back to stress can be good or bad. So these stresses, you want to turn them into good stresses. See? So when you're studying, long nights of studying, this is a good stress. See? But it's helping you to achieve and fulfill what you're trying to get. Remember, there's the stress because I'm not getting the stuff that I'm trying to get done the way I need to get done. All right, well, what you need? You need a better strategy. See? So we're going back to studying. If you know more ways to accomplish what you need to accomplish, then you won't be able to not accomplish it. So, boom, you need to study. You know what I'm saying? So we're relieving the pain, we're relieving the stress, we're relieving the little aches and all that. We're getting your focus, we're getting you able to study. Now you're learning more, and now you have the ability to sleep better and get up and your pains
and
and
on day 4,
execute better.
And on day 4, you're going to let them take the scholar seed and hit them with a limitless pill.
I give them the scholar seed, you know what I'm saying? The limitless, you know,
He's
we'll talk about that
for
first.
developers.
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought you were just saying people
No.
Him specifically? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Straight limitless.
Yes.
Because you need to be able to interface in the matrix perfectly, like the scholar seed help you, and to tap into the higher realms, like the microdose help you. Bring them both together, that's that limitless jump. So yeah, he definitely in there. You know, he just got a raise. Or a high rise. Some people, they don't even get raises no more. They just get real estate. Right? You know what I'm saying?
He raises the real estate.
Yeah, he raises the real estate, you know? So yeah.
Wow. Damn, that answer blew me away so much I forgot what the other thing I was getting ready to say. We was talking about the tech. Oh, I was asking, so when I got mine, because practitioners are different, so I just want to know, why do you, if somebody wanted Cambo with the Venom, why would you give it to them at the end versus the beginning?
Well, not necessarily. That depends on what venom they're planning on getting.
Oh, some Venom's in the front, some Venom's in the back.
What you're using it for.
Oh, so I got the monoclay, so I had Cambo before.
Exactly. I'm going to clean you up first. Then we're going to give you so you can maximize and regenerate.
That was night off.
But the people who are coming to me for battling certain things, getting diseases out of their body, or helping and assisting with alternative medicine and care. So let's say a person that might have cancer and they might be having whatever protocol that their doctor put them on, and they say, I want to do some alternative medicine. And I say, okay, well, copperhead venom, it attacks and destroys tumors and cancerous cells. So let's take you through the 3-day administration of the copperhead. And after those 3 days, well, we've been breaking things off and getting them out of your body. Well, what about the cells that because you got to think of how these things sometimes work. If this goes in and interfaces on and it breaks these cells off, it might not have destroyed all of them. We don't want them just not floating around in your body. So let's go ahead and see what we know that goes in and cleanses the body of the things that shouldn't be in there. So if we went in with the copperhead and fought on these cancer cells and we've released them off of your body, now we send the Campbell in to bring it out. See? So it depends on if we're using them for spiritual or physical. See? Because you got the character development in the snake venoms. You got the physical or the health.
A lot of y'all need character development.
And then you got the spiritual.
Don't ever front on yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Character development.
Oh, yeah. And that's what I said is like everybody now is on a healing journey. Everybody's on a healing journey. Everybody's on a healing journey. That's my thing. Like how you was like divine feminine. You was like, stop it with this. That's how I am with the healing journey. Some people are on a healing journey. Yeah, it's true. But I'm tired of every single person. You know, I'm on a healing journey right now. So you're sick? Well, no, but I'm just sick. Well, what do you mean you're on a healing journey? What you got? You got cancer? You got diabetes? You got Crohn's disease?
Everybody's parroting.
Yeah, it's parroting. So some of you all, let me just offer this to you. You can stop saying I'm on a healing journey and saying I'm on a character growth and development journey. It sounds just as cool, okay? It sounds just as cool, but it's better for your soul. Because every time you tell somebody you're on a healing journey, your body's going, wait a minute, I'm sick. Your soul's going, wait a minute, what's wrong with me? Imagine that. Every time I tell somebody, yeah, my child's going, he's healing right now. He's going, what's wrong with me? What do you mean, I'm sick? How do you think your soul feel walking around talking, I'm on a healing journey? I'm on a healing journey. I'm on a healing journey. You know, so I'm on a character growth and development journey. Because if you want a healing journey, don't worry about your spirit. Get your health right. Well, they're two of the same things. Okay. Well, then your whole soul must be sick just like your body, you know what I'm saying, and your mind. So bring your health to a proper place and then worry about character growth and development. It don't matter if you're a good person if you're going to die tomorrow.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you know something's about to happen to you, I'm about to be sick, I'm about to not be here tomorrow, I think I need to talk to people better tonight. No, I think you need to worry about that. But if you are not fin to die tomorrow, you're not sick, you're not diseased, and you're walking around talking to people, you're not on a healing journey. Your character is messed up and you need some growth and development in that area. So I just want to throw that out there at that.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here, boy. When somebody start practicing new techniques out here, this is the thing I like. He's projecting on y'all, and I like it.
I am.
And I'm over here just enjoying it.
But it's okay because I'm speaking in
this
general,
is
not
good.
to a certain person.
Yeah, but this is a good insertion though. They needed you to project and insert what you just
Okay,
said. Boy, that was needed. I was over here just like, expand, run the whole hand through there. You just dropped.
Oh, I got something else. You want me to drop in? You want me to throw another one?
We get ready to go on Clubhouse. This is gonna be the last one.
Okay,
right. We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch the venue because Clubhouse is suffering this late at night. So we're gonna go over there and snatch us up a quick 80 people real fast and talk about the Venoms and maybe some astrology and moon magic and condor approach and what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days ago and all that. And out at the pool. No, you don't get nothing about the pool. Don't worry about that. Inside we might share. Outside, too bad. Except for the hamburgers on the grill. But what was you about to say?
That there is no one medicine fix all.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Now remember we was talking about that people think that, oh yeah, I'm depressed, let me go get Bufo, or I need to fix my love life, let me go. Like this is also what we talk about, integration is not an option. So don't think that, okay, well he said if I come and get this snake venom, then my money gonna get right. No, this is part of a plan, a part of a plan.
Then they didn't get a reverse projection on me because I know I didn't say that. It was like, well, you said.
Right, yeah, no.
We're going to catch that projection.
We're saying that these things are used in unison. That's why we said with the lion's mane, with the scholar seed, with the meditation, with the prayer, with the, I understand?
With the right medicine man who knows how to give you the formula to put it together. So no, you can't try to just go out here, you think just watch the video, you can do it yourself.
Right.
You ain't got no training.
Right.
I know you ain't got no snake venom. We ain't even worried about that. I know you don't got no scholar seed. I'm not worried about that. Okay? And you don't know how to, you don't know when to put the lion's mane down or when to bring the Cambo in. Or really you just come to the A. Are you giving out any of that new Cambo stick or is that going back home?
Oh, no, that's going back home. I got they won't know. I got Cambo. They won't know if it's the new stick, the old stick, or that it even come on the stick. Yeah, no, I give thanks. Shout out to Lisa Campbell. You my heart. I love you.
I am cool with you.
Shout out to Cole and Tom.
It's big as hell.
Oh man, hey, I got other sticks. I got a couple sticks. I got sticks. This is a good medicine right here. This one right here. This one. You know what I'm saying? That new one. I don't even. Man, what?
You got to test drive that yourself.
Oh, all the time. Oh, every time. Every time I get another stick, nobody else is gonna use that medicine before I do. Yeah, no, that's irresponsible. That would be wrong with me. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, check us out, y'all. We in here.
Yeah. So look, share this video with 4 or 5 people. Big shouts out on Sincere's channel. We're gonna do another one of these in the morning. That's why I guess you've done one at night, but not many folks. But those who got it early, you missed it. This is the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Takeover of the Ginger Room. Atlanta and Detroit, you know what I mean? Baba Kalindi overseeing the whole situation. We would like to be really clear on this. This type of success we could not have pulled off by ourselves, okay? This is, I don't know about you, excuse me, let me speak for myself. This type of success right here, I couldn't have pulled this off by myself. You know what I mean? Wouldn't have known him if it wasn't for Kalindi. Kalindi's very slick, you know what I mean? And how he set things up and put pieces together. So he's up out of it. He had already prepped, said I wasn't the leader. So we had to be able to communicate with one another so we could continue the mission. And that's what we're working on. And we still flying that KI network flag because we got Kalindi intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to the Tamarian Institute. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to the Detroit There's another one. What's the one that they did the conference on?
Psychedelic Society.
The Detroit Psychedelic Society. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to them. Big shouts out to my folks in Hawaii. Big shouts out to my folks in Tulum. Shouts out to everybody in the Condor Approach. That's a fact. Big shouts out to Ty Cole.
No doubt.
Period. Big shouts out to Dave with the T. Big shouts out to Zach in Bali. Big shouts out to Colton, we gonna make some bread together. I'm getting him ready for you, Colton.
King James and Sonata out there in DC.
Oh,
shout out to them.
My God. Why did he have to say that? DC.
Hey.
DC.
Hey.
DC.
Okay.
DC. The chocolate city. Did you see the look on her face when I said I was born in DC?
No, I missed that part.
I was like, calm down. Why would you, I was like, we gotta do it right. I'm the prodigal son coming back home. I was only in DC for 4 years of my life. I'll be back going through the summers. But when I go back this time right here, with legalized cannabis and decriminalized mushrooms.
Man, we got a lot of things to do, bro.
Oh, and the only way we're gonna get it done is like this. I ain't gonna get it done like this.
You gotta use both of them, man.
I am. Oh,
Bring it back in,
yeah.
and then open it back up, and then bring it back in.
Which means I gotta get more on my Qigongs. So for me, when I do this, Spirit says, okay, what is your best expand and contract exercise? For me, it's the miracle in breathing. A course in breathing, excuse me. Coming to your doorstep soon.
And I need to bring my meditation practices back properly. Yeah, we all got work to do. The question is, are you willing to do it?
Boppity bop 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 bop.
You know what I'm saying? No matter who you listen to, who you follow, who you read, no matter who you look up to and say, man, I gotta get on their level, they themselves got work to do. They themselves are trying to find a way to improve what they're doing. A more efficient way, a more responsible way, a more compassionate way. We all got work to do. The question is, are you willing to do it?
Are you done playing around? And are you all in? That halfway, you're just gonna stay halfway. What did he say? Oh, I'd like to go on notice too before we get off here. I'm no longer hanging with $100 people.
Because if you give them $100 people $1 million, what they gonna buy?
$1 million worth of $100 stuff.
Imagine that. You got a bunch of $100 stuff?
Do I have it? But for not no more.
Exactly.
Not no more.
So what's the use of you hanging with $100 people? Because even if they get $1 million, they can't even support you because you ain't got a bunch of $100 stuff. So now you got a friend who got $1 million and can't buy nothing from you. Imagine how that feels.
We're taking this lesson that we learned last week way out of context because it's funny to us. But if we was to slow down, if we was to slow all the way down and break this piece down to y'all would be having to say some beepity bop about yourself and the people that you keep. We might start off with that in the morning. You know what I'm saying? On some
That's
coffee.
a nice wake up. Yeah, that's a nice wake up conversation.
We doing that Turkish coffee in the morning.
I was wondering about that.
They Paciencia.
I don't know if I can go back to Detroit.
Paciencia.
I think I gotta go back to Detroit.
I
ain't even going back to Detroit. I'm just going to Detroit when I leave.
That's what y'all calling it now,
Detroit? I'm going back to Detroit. I'm sorry if y'all in Detroit. I will not be returning. But holler at me if y'all in Detroit. You feel me?
That's how them German dudes get down. That's how them Germans get down. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do, man. You know what I mean? He from Hitler's lineage or something like that. You know? Or he was one of them Jews. He was one of the German Jews. But anyway, he going to Detroit. I never heard that before.
Yeah, man. That was returning to Detroit, man.
Wow.
Detroit, Michigan.
What I can't wait is for you going back to Detroit on the 18th, right? Detroit on the 18th. Yeah, I want to come up October the 18th to Detroit and see what 30 days look like. after you've been gone for 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's gonna
Okay.
be interesting.
Okay.
What the universe, I wanna, it's already, I just wanna see. Cause I already know he might have a stripper pole this time. Anything can happen. No stripper pole.
I mean,
I'm
not, I'm not finna,
Rule it out.
rule nothing out.
Or
You know
find
what
what
I'm
to say.
saying?
I can either confirm
Not
or
hate-
deny.
Right. I'm not gonna hate on any constructs at this point in time right now, I'm just gonna observe what the universe shows me and respond accordingly.
If any one of y'all want to take him with you too, you free to, because sometimes when I can't stand him, y'all can have him, okay? So if y'all want to take him with y'all somewhere tomorrow in Atlanta, take him on down to Cascade, shoot him over to Stone Mountain, you know what I'm saying? Take him to do a quick sweat. Y'all want to take him to the spa and get his feet done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to take him somewhere, out to lunch or dinner while the brother's in town. This is how we supposed to communicate and build. And I also need some of y'all to put that super Georgia peach ambush on him too. Let him know that he got a village down here in the A as well. Okay? Where dimes went for 20s down south. All right, we're gonna holler at y'all.
No doubt.
Peace.
Hey, tell somebody you love them in the language they can understand it in.
He's also in charge of love languages in the Cosmic Integration University. You have to take his class to graduate. So now I got to send all my astrology students over to him for one class. You know what I mean? I don't know how long it is because he's long-winded. And if he's smoking, then it's really going to be at least long as 2 blunts. But if he's just relaxing after a smoke, it could be anywhere like a 20-minute to a 2-hour class. Who knows?
Come on through, tap in. We're doing Venoms all week. I am honored to be a part of y'all's story. Peace.